people nowadays spend a lot, especially with their online purchases. Obviously, businesses have been offering. Used to be you have to pay cash. Then they offer the concept of credit card, so it's a cashless, seamless transaction, right? And they offer this buy now, pay later. Now, an app is offering this, which makes it more convenient for consumers, so they could easily buy and not worry about when I buy the item that I have to pay it right away when the credit card bill or billing statement comes later that month. Now, obviously, it gives you a what do you call this? A sense of false sense of security in a sense that you don't have any billing, but in reality, you do have, right? Whether it be 1 month or 2 months. Actually, in I think BDO offers that. I used to have a BDO credit card, and they offer 2 months, 3 months to pay later. And obviously, that sounds great at the start, but when that kicks in, you have to pay for it. And obviously, they're always encouraging you to buy more items, so you have to pay more. And obviously, when you pay for your purchases, that's what where they don't earn money, because if you pay the whole lot, they don't earn money. But if you don't pay the whole lot, you pay interest, and I think that's where they generate their revenue. That's how they earn their money, especially for those banks, or in this case, the app services that's offering this. And obviously, it's a double-edged technology. It could be beneficial and also detrimental if you don't take a closer look at your expenses here. So let's see. So as I mentioned, so typically, obviously, as I mentioned, point of sale loans has a short-term, allow you for short-term financing that allows you to divide your purchase. Typically, could be divided depending on the number of months, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months, or even 24 months in some cases. So they would allow you to extend your billings later on or push it down the line. So you have firms like Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, and QuadPay. So they're popular apps that can spread out. So similar to how a credit card works, I think. But what's interesting here, the industry has been growing significantly. How significant? Well, more than 200%, 215% since last year to this year alone. So you could just imagine the benefits that it brings, but also the downside of relying so much in this technology. Obviously, you'll be tempted to buy more because of the low to 0% offerings. But once you don't pay those due dates, the interest rates will kick in tremendously, and it's like gambling here. And the only ways to be in that pitfall is the overspending. Right, at the end of the day, is being responsible citizens is the key here. You use technology so that it provides you convenience, so to speak, right? But you do not take advantage of it so that keep on buying that you reach the max limit of your card, or you break your credit limit and so forth. So it's never a good good time. If you don't have the money, then don't buy it in the first place, or maybe earn some extra income or save some. Then when you have the necessary resources, then you can buy the items that you really want in the future. And obviously, it's not only just the overspending is the issue, the interest rate. It's going to kill you. And it's pretty substantial here. So obviously the zero interest sounds easy enough, but as mentioned, once you don't pay the entire amount and you go beyond the period, they can charge you as much as 30%. So that's pretty significant. So especially if you buy a very expensive item, whether it's television, smartphones, I don't know, DSLR cameras, or whatever. If you buy more expensive, and it could increase significantly, and just because of being paying late here is detrimental to any individual here, and it goes downward here quickly, just like when you gamble in a casino, thinking that if you lost, let's say, 10,000 here, then you try to say to yourself that you want to recover it. I'll invest another 10,000, hoping I can get it back and even get more. Well, that's not a recipe for success here. Anyway, so obviously the allure of using such technology is, or benefits is, ideal, but if you're responsible enough, you could always take advantage of it. Again, at the end of the day, I use it for personal benefits, whether buying items. So if I need to buy, let's say, a furniture or an appliance here, then I'll buy it as long as I know that I could pay those premiums here, or in this case, those installments. If not, then maybe you need to reconsider your uh, purchasing habit here, and have a plan of sorts. Maybe, or in my case, what I do is maybe I buy one item at a time until I pay the whole lot. Then that's the only time I could look at something. Then I'll pay for another item that's, let's say, I'll pay in installment. Actually, the latest item that I'm paying with installment is the latest smartphone, the S21 Ultra. So, before that, I was able to finish my pay, the installment pay for my older smartphone, the S8. So after 2 years, I was able to pay it off. And then 2 years later, then, when I decided to buy a new one, because, the battery is always an issue after 2, 3 years, then I decided to buy a new smartphone. Now, will that work for everyone else? It's a case to case basis. So, we have to be responsible, think wisely, so to speak.